also worked on Avatar, and they've won 5 Academy Awards over the years for their outstanding efforts. They chose to present this particular 3D experience on 2 of the largest 3D screens in the entire world. They're over 180 feet long and over 40 feet high. Pretty King Kong indeed.
With a project like a studio tour, the audience is in the middle of the environment. They're looking in all directions. There's creatures coming at them. They're seeing Kong from this side and T-Rexes from the other side.
Working on a movie, we always know what people are looking straight ahead. They're looking at the shots we're working on.
Here you have to take into account that people are looking in all directions.
Also, one of the things about this ride, unlike the movies that we're used to working on, there's no cuts because it's one giant shot. This tram that's driving along through Skull Island is where the camera's from. This ring represents where the screen is 10 meters away.
We're really creating about 50 minutes of a feature film. That amount of visual information, that number of pixels, and presenting them to the audience, it's a hell of a ride.
Now, next up on the tour, we have our picture car display. Picture cars are any type of car they're going to use to film a scene or a TV show or movie. Take a look to your left-hand side. These are those famous picture cars of all time.
Look out!
Now, one vehicle you do not see in this picture car display is the DeLorean from Back to the Future. If you guys are wondering, where's the DeLorean? That's out of the Universal Experience exhibit on the lower lot, right next to the Jurassic Park ride. Which, speaking of Jurassic Park, the next area on our tour is an island off the coast of Costa Rica that's notorious for having dinosaurs as some of its inhabitants.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
That's right, guys, Jurassic Park, the legendary film series from the mind of director Steven Spielberg. We're currently heading into an area that has many of the set pieces vehicles from the original trilogy of motion pictures. Keep your eyes open on your left-hand side from the mobile lab that was in the Lost World Jurassic Park, which used to great effect in this scene with Julianne Moore. Now, you guys may have noticed that there are some dinosaurs along the path. I wouldn't worry too much about them. I know that they're spitting at you. Don't worry about what they're spitting at you. I think it's just acid. No big deal. So it should be just fine. Now, the Jurassic Park movie has made extensive use of weather effects throughout the course of the film series in order to create mood and atmosphere in the scenes. Now, weather can be kind of tricky here in beautiful, sunny Southern California because there's not much variation in our weather patterns. And so if we went to rain or sleet or snow, we have to physically make those things happen. Oftentimes, the weather here is very different than the rest of Los Angeles, so we get our own specialized weather forecast every morning from none other than America's favorite weatherman, Mr. Al Roker.
Hi, everybody. Here's today's forecast for the Universal Backlot. It's going to be sunny and dry in 6 Points, Texas. Cool and cloudy in New York. Expect snow and sleet on New York Street, and we've got a high chance of fog and precipitation for Skull Island, Amity Island, and Island Raw. That's your forecast for today. Now here's a look at what's going on in your neck of the woods.
Flash flood? Well, that seems unlikely. But then again, you know, it does occasionally have a weird weather pattern, especially right here in Old Mexico. It's probably our most erratic weather place of all the backlots. The good news here is we are in the safety of a tram, so we should be just fine. Occasionally we do get a kind of flooding situation where a rush of water will head directly towards the third cart. If you guys see water heading your way back there, just scream really loudly so the rest of us know that it's coming. Thank you so much in advance. Anyway, as I said, this is Old Mexico, very nice out here. It is, well, that looks rough. My guy is on down to this side of the train, alright? I did not see that coming. Okay, there's actually a flooding effect, guys. That was thousands of gallons of recycled water being poured from tanks at the top of that hill. And the rain is actually sprinkler systems that are spewing the rain up so that it falls down naturally. That's how we make rain happen in Hollywood. Look at this. Now, this is Old Mexico. Old Mexico was used in things like Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull as Peru. You can also see it in Three Amigos with Steve Martin, Chevy Chase, and Martin Short, and a recent Lady Gaga music video. But we're going to go ahead and cross the border out of Old Mexico, and we're going to be going into the Old West. 6 Points, Texas. I feel a certain kinship towards 6 Points because I'm from Texas. Emails from Texas on the tram. Looking for hands. Nobody. I'm the Lone Star Texan. It's okay. I can make it through. This is where many of the most famous cowboys of all time once moseyed down the street, talking about people like John Wayne, Jimmy Stewart, Audie Murphy, Kirk Douglas, and of course our co-host, Mr. Jimmy Fallon.
Well, I ain't going anywhere, Jimmy Fallon.
Now look here. Nice folks in this tram don't want no trouble. They just want to check out 6 Points, one of the oldest sets on the Universal line.
I hear this is where John Wayne and Jimmy Stewart shot a few of their westerns.
That's right. That's where I aim the shit.
Looks like we got ourselves a Mexican standoff. Lucky shot.
Now what say you mount up and get out of town while the getting's good?
All right. Well, I'll see you again, Fallon.
Well, you can count on me, pal. And get it.
This is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
We just have to talk it out, that's all.
Now, 6 Points is only one of many older backlot sets we have here.